Thank you, Chairman, National Elections Board, and your team. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kindiki, a member of the UDA party. Voting has closed across the country, as the Chairman of the National Elections Board has announced. And we want to take this opportunity as a party to thank all UDA members who came out to vote and those who are continuing to vote in cases of extended voting for those areas that started late. As the chairperson of the National Elections Board has announced, voting will continue until the last person has voted, because no one should be denied their democratic right to choose their leaders. The exercise has been largely successful, and the party appreciates the role of voters and the role of leaders who are aspiring for various positions for keeping the peace and ensuring that this exercise is successful. The party notes with concern that there has been isolated cases of violence and misconduct. The relevant organs of the party are seized of those cases, as has been reiterated throughout the day, and firm and resolute action will be taken against any person who is found to have been culpable of election misconduct, disorderly conduct, election violence, harassment, intimidation, or obstruction of the democratic process. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the most elaborate and sophisticated party primary exercise ever undertaken by any political party in the history of our country. We take pride in our officials at polling centers and tallying centers across our constituencies and counties that were participating today. We repeat that in the very few counties that this exercise was not going on, this is not an indication that UDA will not be fielding candidates there. The UDA, as a national party, will field candidates for all elective positions in the 47 counties of the Republic of Kenya, the 290 constituencies of the Republic, and the 1,450 wards in our country. And a question had been raised earlier on the commitment made earlier by our party leader, His Excellency William Ruto, that he will take personal responsibility on the success and outcome of today's exercise. I would like to confirm to our party members and to all Kenyans that the party leader has been seized of the exercise since it started at 6 a.m. this morning. The party leader has followed every detail throughout the day and has been informed and updated of all what has happened since morning until now. The role of the party leader in this regard is to back up the National Elections Board, which is an independent institution, to perform its functions in accordance with the party constitutions, the nomination rules, and other relevant regulations of the party. We have also had observers who have been tracking this process, as is good international practice. We have had internal political observers from the party, and we have had some of the members of the party who are not going through primaries. They could be candidates or aspirants, but some of them have been involved in just observing in areas outside their electoral areas where they are seeking election or re-election. And we are very proud of the role played by these volunteers just to ensure that our party succeeds. Their role was merely to observe and to handle any issues that required an interface of the political decision-making process with the technical decision process of the party structures. We have also had over 50 international observers from different countries overseeing or observing this process, and we are very proud as a party that we have attracted the interest and attention of the world. And we hope that this party becomes the party where other parties will benchmark on best practices of conducting internal democracy, even as we prepare for external competition on August the 9th, 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, the voting process has closed, and now what has commenced, as has been announced by the National Elections Board, is the tallying of votes. As the chair of the National Elections Board has indicated, the results as announced in the polling stations are final. What is happening at the tallying centers is the tallying and the collation of results and the formal announcement of the aggregate outcome of the process. We urge, as that process comes underway, we urge aspirants and their agents, who are the only people actually supposed to remain at the polling stations for purposes of assuring that their votes are okay and the process is above board. We urge them to remain calm, and in case of any grievances, to process those grievances in accordance with the party constitution and the law of our country. We detest, condemn violence, intimidation, the use of force, the use of vulgar language, and destruction of property. The party will not hesitate to discipline any member of the party or any aspirant who violates the law of the country and the law as established in the constitution of our party, the nomination rules, and the code of conduct for aspirants and members. Allow me at this juncture to also say, as a party, we do not believe in muzzling grievances, and for that reason, our constitution allows any person, a member of a party or an aspirant, who is unhappy with anything that has happened in their respective electoral areas since morning until now, and until the end of the exercise, to lodge their grievance formally. To lodge their grievance formally in writing, as will be directed by the Electoral Disputes Resolution Committee, whose chairperson and members will be taking the stage shortly to announce to the party members, aspirants, and the country the next steps in terms of making sure that any bona fide grievances are addressed fairly, impartially, and without interference from any corner whatsoever. The Electoral Dispute Resolution Committee, therefore, will get seized of its mandate with immediate effect and will work in consultation with the National Elections Board as per the party constitution to deliver justice to the voters and the aspirants who braved the long hours today to exercise their democratic right. As has been announced by the chairperson of the National Elections Board, The party leader, our leader, will be addressing the nation at 9 p.m. to provide leadership and also to be able to give an assessment of the journey that you have traveled as a party today. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, we are very proud of what this party has done, and we wish all our aspirants well. Of course, we know not everyone will win. Out of the 5,000 aspirants, there are only 888 positions available, meaning 4,122 of our aspirants will not be successful tonight. We urge those aspirants who will not be successful to secure nomination to remain loyal to the party, to support the winning candidate as an act of statesmanship and upholding of democratic ideals. We promise as a party that those who are not successful will be accommodated and will have a role to play going forward in the party and in the UDA Kenya Kwanza administration that will be formed on 10th of August after the oncoming general election. Thank you very much. I wish you well. Please wait for the final word from the party leader at 9 p.m. But in the meantime, it is now my humble duty and pleasure to invite the chairperson of the UDA Electoral Disputes Resolution Committee, together with the team members who are here, to take over the remaining process, and then we shall wind up. You may have to have any questions answered by them, and after that we'll end this press conference and wait for the final press conference of the day at 9 p.m. Thank you very much. God bless Kenya. God bless UDA. Welcome, Mr. Chairman.